One of the most brilliant things you can do on your plot to attract all kinds of wildlife is to make a small pond. And we have funding as part of the Biodiversity Boost Project to go halves on the cost of a pond liner and the underlay for it with any tenant who would like also to make a small pond. So I thought I'd better set about building one myself. I'm not a landscaper, to see what is important, and actually if I can do it, anybody can. And I have built a pond. There are various things, not very many, but there are things that are really important to remember. The pond liner that you will get is 2.5 meters by 3 meters, with the underlay to go underneath it. That sounds like a big amount, but remember, your pond isn't just a flat thing. It goes down and then up again. It's a three-dimensional thing, a hole. Your pond liner needs to go down to the bottom, and it makes not a huge pond, 2.5 meters by 3 meter of liner. The second thing is that water will find its level, and if it's wrong, it will always look wrong. So the first thing when you dig your hole, whatever your shape of pond is, when you dig the hole, you must measure across with a plank of wood and a level, and make sure that the two sides of the pond are level. The second thing to remember is that at least one part of your pond must be 1/2 meter deep. This is because you don't want the water to freeze when there are creatures, dragonfly larvae, for example, newt larvae, and even male frogs overwintering at the bottom of your pond. You want it to be insulated by the earth around it. And the third thing to remember is the underlay is important. Now they provide an underlay and it's quite robust, but you'll see from the photograph that I actually put in an extra underlay, which was 2 IKEA fleece blankets. It cost me about £8, because the ground where I made my pond was quite rooty, and when you get the weight of the water on the liner and the underlay, you can make the sharp, anything sharp will come through that, and then suddenly you've got a leaky pond, which is no good to anybody. Decide on the shape of your pond and where the deep bit is going to be, and dig away. Keep checking you've got it deep enough, keep checking your level, and then once you're happy with it, put the underlay in and then put the liner on top, but put it loosely in and keep it secured with bricks and slabs and anything heavy round the edge. And then as you gradually fill the pond, the weight of the water will take the underlay to the shape of the hole you've dug. And at this point you can very gently sort of adjust the liner. You can fold it over so it doesn't all runkle and corrugate it up. It's very, you know, we're not filling with a hose pipe, we're filling with cans, so there's plenty of time for you just to adjust. If you're going to have marginal plants in your pond, and it's a really nice thing to do, then you need to have a planting shelf which should be 6 inches below the level of the pond. And also, so that you don't get hedgehogs drowning in your pond, have a beach, have somewhere where the birds can bathe in water and any critter that falls in there can get out. It's as simple as that. When it's filled with water, and because we're using mains water often from tanks, rainwater is better, you need to let the pH and the chemicals within the water evaporate, and then you need to buy some oxygenating weed, and then you're set. And it's extraordinary how quickly creatures will come. If you build it, they will come. So, if you're thinking about including a small pond on your plot, then, and you're not maybe quite sure, you've got some further questions, please email the address on the screen now and put biodiversity pond, or just pond in the subject line, and it'll reach me, and I can perhaps, I hope, answer your questions, and you can take it from there. Meanwhile, I'm really thrilled with my pond. I can't wait to see what arrives. I've planted it around it with plants, many dug from my own garden or my plot, plants designed to bring insects in and to look pretty, of course. Lots of these plants are going to be available at the Great Plant and Seed giveaway at Cowick Lane on the 4th of May at 11 o'clock. So please come, collect your free plants and your seeds, and we can talk then further about your making a pond. Meanwhile, let's see who arrives.